TELOSA is an exciting city project being developed in the Western American desert. It's a modern place with smart roads and electric self-driving cars. TELOSA aims to be a mix of New York's variety, Tokyo's efficiency, and Stockholm's care for the environment. Think of it as America's answer to big, forward-thinking projects like the Line in Saudi Arabia. TELOSA is about creating a new kind of city that's sustainable, inclusive, and built to tackle today's big issues like overcrowding, population, and climate change. It's a fresh start, aiming to create a city that's good for people and the planet. Before we go into the details of this groundbreaking project, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Ultimate Megabuilds for our amazing videos. The name TELOSA is inspired by an old Greek word that means highest goal. The idea was first shared with everyone in September 2001, and the man behind it is Mark Lorry, an American billionaire who used to be a big deal at Walmart. After he left Walmart, he decided to take on this massive project to build TELOSA. He wants the city to show how we can live in a way that's good for everyone and can be an example for cities in the future. The city's design is in the hands of Bjarke Ingels, a famous architect from Denmark who also worked on a high-tech city project for Toyota in Japan. The main idea for TELOSA is to make a city that really thinks about what people need and want, making it a great place for everyone to live. Right now, over half of the world's people live in cities, and by 2050, this number might rise to 70%. Cities are hubs for learning, discovering new things, and offering job opportunities to millions. However, while some people have greatly benefited from city life, not everyone gets to share in the prosperity. This growing gap between rich and poor is what Mark Lorry and his TELOSA project aim to address. Lorry's ambition is to create a city where everyone, regardless of their financial status or cultural background, can find equal chances to succeed. At the core of TELOSA'S blueprint is a unique economic model called Equitism. This approach is designed to ensure that the residents benefit from the city's progress. In TELOSA'S model, the city would own all the land. People can build houses and businesses on this land, but the city keeps ownership. The idea is that as TELOSA grows and land values go up, this increase in value will help fund city services. The money made from the land would go back into improving public services like transportation, education, and healthcare, making sure everyone in TELOSA has access to top-notch facilities. This way, the city's growth directly enhances the quality of life for its residents, aiming to make sure everyone has a fair shot at success. While the exact location for TELOSA hasn't been finalized yet, the team is considering building it on desert land in the American West, specifically in states like Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, or Texas. Another potential area is around the Appalachian region in the east. The question arises, why choose a desert location for TELOSA? The primary reason for considering the desert is the availability of large expanses of undeveloped, inexpensive land in the American West. This choice aligns with TELOSA'S financial strategy, where the anticipated increase in land value could potentially fund city services as the city expands. However, the concept of erecting a city in the desert comes with its set of challenges. For instance, Saudi Arabia's NEOM and the Line projects show the difficulties of desert construction, such as the need to establish operational facilities for housing construction equipment and workers in the severe climate. Besides the logistical challenges, there are environmental concerns like extreme temperatures, ensuring a sustainable water supply, and the overall energy requirements to build a city from the ground up in such a demanding setting. TELOSA plans to address all these challenges. The city's designs will allow it to be powered entirely by renewable energy sources. This includes installing photovoltaic cells on every building and placing wind turbines at strategic points around the city's perimeter. These initiatives are part of TELOSA'S overarching goal to establish a self-sufficient, environmentally conscious city that not only addresses the needs of its residents, but also serves as a model for future urban development. TELOSA is planned to be a green city, producing more electricity than it uses, which means it will be self-sufficient in energy. At the heart of the city will be a standout building called the Equitis Tower, the tallest in TELOSA. It's going to be more than just a building. It will be a symbol of the city. Inside, there will be a place to look out over TELOSA, a system to store water up high, and indoor farms to grow vegetables and fruits for everyone. The city's layout is smart too. It's set up so that people can get to important places like work, school, parks, stores and restaurants within just 15 minutes. Unlike the line, which only allows walking and public transport, TELOSA will have a variety of ways to get around, including self-driving electric cars. The city will be divided into superblocks. These are large areas where the busy traffic is kept on the outside, and the inside is more for walking, biking, and slow electric vehicles. This design has two big benefits. It makes it easy for people to go from one block to another, and it keeps the living areas quiet, away from the loud main roads. Building TELOSA will happen in two main stages. The first goal is to finish by 2030. By then, TELOSA should be ready for 50,000 people to live there, spread out over an area twice as big as Central Park in New York. After the initial phase, TELOSA's development will enter a second phase, aiming to complete the entire city over the next 40 years. By then, it's expected that over 5 million people will call TELOSA home, living in an area over 120 square kilometers, making it as large as San Francisco, but with 6 times the population density. The price tag for building TELOSA is no small matter, estimated at around $400 billion. This funding is anticipated to come from private investors and government grants. For comparison, Saudi Arabia's project, The Line, has a budget of about $500 billion, but it's fully backed by the Saudi government's wealth fund, unlike TELOSA, which seeks a mix of funding sources. Mark Lorry and his team are faced with a significant challenge: securing the massive investment needed to turn TELOSA into reality. Convincing both the government and private sectors to invest billions into an unproven, futuristic city is a daunting task. They must show that their vision is feasible and that it can offer a return on investment despite the uncertainties involved in such an innovative and large-scale project. Even though TELOSA has big plans to put its residents at the heart of its design, it still faces the enormous task of funding this groundbreaking venture. Despite facing both environmental and financial hurdles, and with no construction started over a year since its announcement, Mark Lorry and his team remain hopeful and committed to their goal of creating the world's most sustainable and inclusive city by 2030. Comparing TELOSA with NEOM, what unique features do you think TELOSA will offer? And do you believe TELOSA will fully come to life as planned? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos. We'll be back soon.